Hi y'all, welcome back to Astro Motivation. My name is JupiterJames, where I awaken the astrologer within you and aim to give you a little inspiration and encouragement per your unique placement within your birth chart. You know, I really do feel that before a time of iPhones and iPads and technology, we were a people in a society that were better able to look up at the stars and understand what was trending within the universe. And it was with that language and with that knowledge where we were able to look at our birth charts and understand exactly where our dreams were and how to get them, okay? And so if that sounds good to you, let's get into it. Today we're gonna get into Scorpio in the 8th house. Now this is a very deep and sexual placement and could serve as someone who can be very mystical in their own right. But before we go ahead and really dive deep into this very deep, dark placement, let's go ahead and separate the aspects. That way we are better able to do more with the information that we've been given, and we can do more with it. That way when we're out reading our friends' charts or our mom's charts or our family's charts, we can go, okay, JupiterJames told me that Scorpio meant this and the 8th house meant that, and now you can do more with that energy in separate areas of the birth chart and with different combinations. That way, again, we can awaken the astrologer within ourselves, all right? And I'm here to show you that. So with Scorpio, for me, Scorpio as an astrologer is always gonna show me the deep, hidden, and mysterious forces that we all carry within our lives. You know, it's also gonna show me where this person may endure transformations and trauma in order to gain wisdom and then transform and become a master or an adept person or wisdom or creation in that area of their life, okay? This is where the universe is gonna kind of, again, make trauma happen so that this person can become wiser in that area of life and then become a master in that area, okay? This is also gonna show me where things can be intense. You know, if I wanna look for where this person experiences intensity or the extremities or like the extreme forces of life, I look for Scorpio. Where does this person, where are things hidden for this person, or where does this person want control? Where does this person experience somewhat a slight magic touch? But Scorpio will give different things for different people, okay, depending on the house that it's in. But now, the 8th house is all of the things I just described, okay? But to elaborate a little bit further, Scorpio rules this house, okay? Scorpio rules the 8th house, and Scorpio, the 8th house for me, I like to call is the it is the taboo subjects that we don't bring up with our family, okay? Or that we don't bring up with our parents at the dinner table when we go visit them at home, okay? And what don't we bring up with our family at the dinner table? We don't bring up very dark subjects. We don't bring up the things that hurt us or the things that we don't like, you know? It's like, or we don't bring up magic, we don't bring up sex, we don't bring up taxes, we don't bring up other people's money and other people's resources, we don't bring up magic and the occult. Those subjects are the 8th house, okay? I like to say that those are the subjects we don't bring up with our parents, all right? We just keep things light, all right? So what happens when Scorpio goes into the 8th house? So first and foremost, Scorpio in the 8th house is going to be at home here. So this is for my Aries risings. They are going to have Scorpio in the 8th house, or anyone who has Pluto and Mars, a combination of Pluto and Mars in the 8th house is going to serve as that energy. But more so, my Aries risings, and for anyone who has Scorpio in the 8th house, this is going to be for you, okay? So with Scorpio in the 8th house, it being at home here, this is gonna mean that for you, those areas of your life that you want to hide, you're very good at hiding them. You know, you're very good at being, you keep your sex life to yourself. You are not very outwardly expressed with it, but you are very adept when it comes to doing it when you get down to it. You know, when you get down to it, I bet people are like, oh my God, that was the best I've ever had in my life when it comes to you getting around to do it with people. You are going to be someone that energy is very potent. That energy of secrecy is going to be very potent for you. It's going to be very, you're going to transform at the appropriate times in your life. Things are going to happen in your life that you will happen and transform. You know, with this placement gives me very much like iPhone out of the packaging energy. Nothing complex really happens here. Things will happen when they need to happen, but it's not going to be a conglomeration of two opposing energies coming into this, okay? So you will be adept at acquiring other people's money. You will be adept at sex. You will be moderately okay with the transformations in your life. When things do happen in your life, you will be able to handle them. You will be able to handle the deep, dark subjects in life. With an Aries rising, you know, if you are an Aries rising, you are going to be the model human. You're going to be the first. They call Aries risings like the first human, because you are going to be following the path of the normal birth chart, the default out of the pack in your birth chart. And so when things happen in this area, when your 8th house gets activated, you know, when you are doing 8th house subjects, when you are talking about these things, or these things happen that you encounter, which are sex and taboo and these things, you're gonna be good at it, and it's not gonna shake you up, and it's not gonna be something that stops you in your tracks. So this could be, again, someone who has a slight psychic flair to their personality. They're gonna know things. They're gonna be, you know, secretive, but not too secretive. You're just gonna be very, you're gonna keep those things and those subjects in a pocket of yours that is in a good area and in a good place in its life, and it will come out when it needs to come out. So when it's time to have sex, that's when you have sex. When it's time to talk about those things, you'll talk about those things. And you're not gonna bring those things to light in any inappropriate way. You're going to be very adept in this area, okay? So this could give for someone who is very psychic, who's very good in the bedroom, very skilled at acquiring other people's money. You know, you're very good at handling your taxes. You're very good at handling other people's debts. You are probably someone that wants to help others. You are also going to be someone that when you get in a relationship with someone, you're going to want it to be deep and dark. You're probably going to be extremely possessive about your partner. You're going to be someone that wants to bond on a deep level. When you do get into relationships with people, be very cognizant that you could be someone that likes sex a little bit too much. You might err on that side of just being extremely passionate, okay, and very jealous. You're gonna have a jealous streak to your personality. You're gonna be someone that could be seen as sexy, someone that could be seen as has a lot of power. Again, you are default packaging. If you're an Aries rising, I want you to go through your chart, go through everything that regards your chart. I know I'm not supposed to be talking about this, but as an Aries rising, you are going to be adept in every area of the birth chart. You're going to be good at money. You're going to be good at communication. You're going to be good at, you know, the relationship with your mother and at home. You're going to be good at, you know, anything in the birth chart. You're going to be very good at it because you've got the default chart, and nothing is very disturbing for you. What I would say and what I would suggest for you, my Scorpio in the 8th house, is tell me a planet that is in your 8th house, okay? And I will then be able to really give you a really good analysis on what that could be, okay? Because for me, this is very default. This is a very default placement for you, and the planets, if you do have a planet in this house, will then show me some of the complexities, all right? Or some of the things that you could be given, but you are going to just be very sexual. You're going to have a lot of power to yourself. Your relationships will transform you for the better. The people that you do get in relationships with, you're going to want to merge on a soul level with the relationships that you find yourself in. You're not going to be overtly sexual, but when it comes time to be sexual, you will be extremely good at it, okay? And you will also be good at handling other people's money. Tell me a planet that your 8th house is in, all right? And I will write back to you what you could be experiencing with that. But overall, I say that you are very lucky if you have Scorpio in the 8th house, because like I said, you're not gonna have any issues when it comes to the things that I've mentioned. You're not gonna have any distracting forces coming in and trying to disturb you unless you have some planets there. So let me know what planet that you have, and I will get back to you in my comments what that could mean for you, all right? But yeah, I really hope that that was it. I'm trying to see if I can channel anything else, and nothing's coming up. But yeah, look in my description below. I will have, you know, I have in my blurbs in my description box some things that, like, you know, once I get done with these videos, sometimes I'll cut off a video and I will literally have a download and I'll be like, oh my God, I wish that I could have put that in the video, but then the video is uploaded. So in my description box, I keep a little blurb section where I will always update that section of things I may have missed or things that I have remembered about this placement, and I'll just, you know, write down periodically what that could mean for you, okay? But until then, I really do hope that you got some inspiration and some encouragement and a little bit of insight with this placement. Continue to be yourself, continue to be someone that has these themes of your life come out and play out as they see fit in the appropriate arenas and at the appropriate time, and you will always be okay. I love y'all, I'm rooting for you, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.